Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Courage to Overcome, a podcast that talks about how to manage and navigate toxic people and relationships. This is a space where we speak truth, find strength, and remember who God says we are, even when the voice closest to us tries to tell us otherwise. Today, we're tackling a topic that people have asked about, one that requires incredible courage just to acknowledge. How do you protect yourself when you've decided, for whatever reason, to stay in a relationship with someone who displays narcissistic traits? Maybe you're staying for your children. Maybe you're not financially ready to leave. Maybe you're still praying for change, hoping, believing God for a miracle in your marriage. Or maybe you're in the process of planning your escape, but you're not quite there yet. Whatever your reason is valid for you, and today we're going to talk about how to protect your heart, your mind, and your spirit while you're still in the storm. Before we dive into the practical steps, let's ground ourselves in truth. Living with a narcissist is not the same as living with someone who's occasionally selfish or difficult. Narcissistic abuse is a pattern of manipulation, control, and emotional harm that can leave you feeling depleted, confused, and disconnected from yourself. Here's what you need to hear. Staying does not mean you have to lose yourself. Staying does not mean you surrender your peace, your sanity, or your identity in Christ. Proverbs 4:23 tells us, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Notice it says guard your heart. That's an active word. That's something you do with intention and wisdom. So today we're going to talk about 7 practical biblical ways to guard your heart when leaving isn't your current reality. Number 1, establish emotional boundaries. First, you need to create emotional distance. This doesn't mean being cold or disrespectful, but it means you stop expecting emotional intimacy from someone who weaponizes vulnerability. When they criticize you, instead of defending yourself endlessly, practice saying things like, I hear that you're upset. I'll think about what you've said, then walk away. You don't need to engage in every battle they try to start. Remember, Jesus himself often withdrew from hostile crowds. He didn't engage with every accuser. Matthew 7:6 reminds us not to cast our pearls before swine, meaning don't share your sacred vulnerable parts with someone who will trample them. Number 2, document everything. This is especially crucial if you think you might leave one day or if there are custody or financial concerns. Keep a private journal, not in your home, of incidents, conversations, and patterns. Save text messages and emails. Note dates, times, and what was said. This isn't about being vindictive, it's about having evidence. If gaslighting makes you question your reality, or if you need legal protection later. The truth will set you free, and sometimes the truth needs documentation. Number 3, build and maintain outside relationships. Narcissists isolate. They want to be your whole world because it gives them more control. But isolation is dangerous for your soul. Stay connected to your church community, your friends, your family, emotionally healthy people. Even if your partner criticizes these relationships or makes it difficult, find ways to maintain them. These people are your lifeline. They reflect back to you who you really are when your home environment distorts your self-perception. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 12 says, though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. You need that cord of support. Number 4, create a financial safety net. If at all possible, and I know this isn't possible for everyone, try to maintain some financial independence. This might mean having a separate account they don't know about setting aside small amounts when you can, or keeping important documents in a safe place outside your home. Financial abuse is a real component of narcissistic relationships. Having even a small financial cushion gives you options and reduces your vulnerability. Proverbs 21:20 says, "The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. There is wisdom in preparation." Number 5, stop trying to change them. Oh, this is a hard one. Stop explaining. Stop trying to make them see. Stop hoping that if you just love them better, communicate better, or pray harder, they'll suddenly develop empathy and accountability. It very rarely happens. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's the truth, and we speak truth here. This doesn't mean you stop praying for them. Pray, but release the outcome to God. Your job is not to fix them. Your job is to remain whole while you're in this season. Romans 12:18 says, "If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone." Notice the qualifier, as far as it depends on you. Some peace isn't possible because it doesn't depend only on you. Number 6, develop a strong spiritual foundation. Your relationship with God cannot depend on your relationship with your spouse. You need your own prayer life, your own time in the Word, your own worship, your own spiritual practices. When your home life is chaotic, time with God becomes your anchor. Let His voice be louder than your partner's voice. Let His truth about you override their criticism. Psalm 46:1 tells us, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." Make Him your refuge, not your spouse. And number 7, have a safety plan. If there's any physical danger or if things escalate, you need to know what you'll do. Have a bag packed with essentials at a trusted friend's house. Know where you'll go. Have important phone numbers memorized. Tell someone you trust about your situation. Your safety matters to God. He is not glorified by you being harmed. Creating a safety plan isn't a lack of faith, it's wisdom. Now, I want to be very clear about what this advice is not. This is not me telling you that you have to stay. If God is calling you to leave, if you're in danger, if you've reached your breaking point, leaving is not a failure. Sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is walk away. This is also not me saying that setting boundaries will fix a narcissist or heal your marriage. That's not how this works. Narcissistic personality traits are deeply rooted and rarely change without intensive professional help that the person voluntarily seeks. What I'm saying is this: if you're in this season for whatever reason, you can still protect your soul, you can still be whole, you can still hear God's voice, you can still have peace that passes understanding, even in a home that feels like a war zone. And here's something to remember as we close today. Your worth and value is not determined by how you're treated in your home. You are chosen and loved by God. You're the daughter of a king. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are loved with an everlasting love, and no amount of criticism, manipulation, or control can change that truth. Isaiah 43:1 says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name. You are mine." You are His, and He sees you. He knows your pain. He collects every tear, and He is walking with you through this valley. So guard your heart, dear one. Set your boundaries. Stay connected to people who remind you of your worth, and keep your eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of your faith. You are brave, you are strong, and you have the courage to overcome. Until next time, may you walk in the freedom of knowing whose you are. Take care, and God bless.